Hi ladies, welcome to another stand-up. Today I prepared some questions for our 25 anniversary. So we're going to talk about, what we love about what we do, different things like that. So my first question is, can you walk me through the types of support and services you provide to your clients? And whoever wants to answer.
I think it's really unique at Wigs.com because we get to meet with clients one-on-one, do virtual consultations, help them measure, really get to know what their needs are and wants are. And in that way, we can uniquely find things that would work for them. So, yeah.
Anyone else got something to share? Jade?
Just basically piggybacking off of Dana. Like I said, we basically get to work with consultations. Actually meeting the clients personally is really a lot of fun. You get to know them personally and connect with them personally, which I think is honestly a good benefit for them as well. And also finding them a favorite style, favorite color that they like. So that's really a good benefit to what we do with our company.
That's great. Anyone else? All right.
It was good.
All right, my next question is, what's your approach or method for helping a customer choose the perfect wig for their needs? I feel like Antonia is going to jump on this one.
That's so funny. So first, I'm very inquisitive. So I first connect with the clients. I can't express enough. Like once you sit one-on-one with them and they actually open up their world to you, and you get to become one with like their personality, their lifestyle, and even their story. And so I factor all those things in when it comes to curating what they need and actually making them feel beautiful. So I take the initiative to educate and kind of grab their hand and walk them through to like what they need. So I give the language for them that they don't know that they need, and the education as well, and that's usually how we finalize on what they need. So yeah, making them feel their best self and finding something that replicates to their need is the end goal. Yeah.
I love that. Anyone else?
Sabrina, you want to go?
I mean, I will pretty much say exactly what she said, so probably not.
Okay. All right, we'll go to the next question. You can
Okay.
answer. How do you ensure you create, which this is really good for you, how do you ensure you create a positive experience for our customers?
So this kind of piggybacks off of what Antonia said about just really understanding your client, understanding what their needs are, understanding what the problem is, so we are being solution oriented with each of our clients, and also just building that rapport is probably the most important. That way, whenever other problems arise, they have that particular go-to person that they can go to, and that's what we appreciate about our clients as well. So
I love that. Yeah. I think that's what you guys, or we, are great at, is making connections, for sure. Okay. Whoever wants to go next, what's a popular style that you often recommend to your customers, and what makes it stand out?
Oh, I can go. A lot of times, a lot of our customers really love the upstage. I think that is probably one of Raquel Welch's best selling. Oftentimes it works for a lot of people because it is heat friendly, so you can customize it in a bunch of different ways and make it unique to you. It's not too long. It's a great length for summer or winter, and it just has a really natural look. So I think that's probably my best my best item.
Love it. Jade? I was going to say, I thought Jade would have some.
She probably has a long list.
First, no. I would say my best one would be Zara, that I like to jump to, especially with my longer style clients, because first of all, Zara is a synthetic fiber, so it's really easy to work with and start out with. And so I actually own Zara personally myself, and I have a lot of fun with her and getting to style it any kind of way at the top, because it does have a mono top to it. So the versatility at the top and how flat it is as a style is what I love about it.
Awesome, awesome.
Good choice. Good choice.
I know. You gave us a short and a long.
And a long.
Those are good choices. As Wigs.com celebrates its 25th year, which is huge, how do you believe the CCR team has contributed to the company's success and growth over the years?
I think that's an question for you.
I know, I was going to say, I think I'll answer this one. I would say that the CCR team has come such a long way since I started here 10 years ago. I mean, what we do is so important, and I think it's important to find the right people to love helping clients find hair that's going to make them feel beautiful. And we're so efficient now at what we do, and just we know what we're doing, and we're professionals, so that's why I think we're so important and integral to the Wigs.com clients. Okay, anybody else want to add to that?
I would love to. Everything you said, I'm totally in agreement with. And I think to just start off, Tanya, like your heart kind of pours over into, the rest of us. And so it kind of guides us to like what the end goal is. So kudos and congratulations to you for being such a leader and such a trailblazer for us. And
We're
I know
not trying
that,
to cry here.
I know, but it's so true. Like, it's so true. Like, I honestly remember my first interview with you, and I remember you saying something to me, and I was like, what? I don't know how to do that. And you were like, oh no, and you comforted me. And because I almost talked myself out of like feeling competent to do it, but just walking through and becoming one with the vision, which was easy because, like you said, the team of people have to have a heart for people in order to make Wigs.com Wigs.com. We're the first face to the clients, and I think it echoes all the way throughout, and I'm not saying it because I work here. It's true. Like our customer service, each person, each one of you makes such a great impact to the end goal, which is to really be able to help and unify and help people to actually get what they need. And it's all about making them feel beautiful at the end of the day and recrowning them. And I think because we all share that same heart and mission, it just makes us separate from everyone else.
I agree.
It's not about a sale. It's about the help. It's about the purpose. Like, we don't just clock in 9 to 5. Like,
No.
we come in and we purpose. And I honestly, and I'm getting teared up here, I'm sorry. I think I think that's the thing that makes me appreciate and honor, one person's yes to even start this, because it's trickled down and it's touched so many lives, and including mine. Amazing team, amazing company, and amazing clients. It's so purposeful, and I'm grateful for that. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a good answer. A round of applause. 10 out of 10.
I did not want to cry.
Congratulations, you messed up my makeup. Just kidding.
Just say it's really windy.
That was good. That was really good, Antonia.
No,
Thank you.
it's really true. So thank you, Tanya.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you guys. I mean, I couldn't do it without y'all. We couldn't do it without y'all. You all just make such a huge difference. I'm very grateful. Very grateful.
I love it.
So sweet.
All right. Next question. Now that we've all cried, can you share a moment when a customer's feedback or experience made a lasting impact on you?
Oh man.
Yeah, this
There's
might be a
so-
crying moment.
There's so many. I mean, I think I think that's almost, a really difficult question to answer, because I think every single client that we help, we kind of have a way of making a personal connection with them. And so I feel like everyone touches my heart anyways differently. And because we're able to build that genuine connection, I think that's really universal. But I did have a customer when I started, and I'll think back on her often, and she had just gone through chemo and had lost all of her hair. She had a huge occasion coming up for her daughter's wedding, and she just wanted to feel like herself. And she was so worried that there was going to be nothing that looked just like her. So we worked together, we talked about some styles. Finally, we got her something, and I just kind of had her in the back of my mind. And she called up one day and she sent me the photos, and she said, "This is it. I've never felt more like myself." And it was just such a wonderful thing. It made me feel so happy that she could go on that really special occasion that you'll have pictures looking back at forever, and feel like herself. So I feel like that's really the end goal.
Yeah, I love that.
You got it.
So we have this frequent client that always called in and was always basically ordering with us. And we never, of course, obviously knew what she looked like or anything like that. She called in so frequently that I was like, I think you need a consultation to help you out, because obviously she did like to order. I seen that she had a favorite color that she liked, a favorite wig that she liked too. But her thing is she was trying to find a different style, a similar style with her favorite color. And so I eventually got her to schedule a consultation with myself. And when I seen her, it was like almost like a breath of fresh air for the both of us, I feel like, because after the consultation, it was like she enjoyed everything about it. She was like, "This is what I've been waiting on this whole time. This is what," like, I basically helped her tone down on what wig she actually was looking for. I gave her opinions on the wig that she had already had. And so ever since from that consultation, of course, she kept calling repeatedly, and she was always so thankful. I mean, she's thankful for every single representative that answers the phone. But in regards to with the consultation, like I said, that we had personally, it really touched her. And I think that really got her to obviously connect on her favorite wig. And so, like, she rarely returns the style that she gets now, which is great.
And like a name
Table claps.
really cool to have.
Yeah.
Can I answer one?
I feel I would be remiss not to share this story. And y'all, I'm sorry if I tear up. I think the most memorable, everyone has a memory and a piece that connects to my experience here. But I can honestly say that this one client, she was a consultation, and she had stage 4. She was actually, it was terminal, and she knew that she wasn't gonna live. And her brother actually went online to find our company.
Wow.
And recommended us.
I love
And
that.
I got the email and I booked the consultation and told him that I would be happy to assist her. And I was not prepared for what was about to happen on that consultation.
Yeah.
Her daughter was there, and she was there, and her daughter had her camera out filming and recording the consultation. And I just remember looking her in the face, because she was so resilient. She told me these words, and they'll stick with me for the rest of my days alive. She said, and she's the first client that has ever said this, she said, "Antonia, I feel like cancer was a blessing." And I didn't understand the magnitude of her saying that. And then she went on to elaborate to say, she said, I feel like I'm in the amusement park and we're all having to take this ride, and someone taps me on the shoulder and say, hey, you can skip me, you got next. And she said the reason why she feels cancer was such a blessing was because it gave her time to prepare, because some people leave and they don't know when they're gonna leave. It's abrupt. You don't have time to prepare, leave your family. And her daughter was there. And I was in tears. Tears was just filling my face, and I just couldn't believe how resilient and how inspiring she was. And I told her, I said, I've never met anyone as brave and as confident and as faithful. And she was, of course, a believer. She had faith, and she just knew that, you know, it allotted her the time to get things in order, to spend time with her daughter, and her daughter to like take all these videos and catch every moment in memory she could before she had to go. It was like, I get to say goodbye.
Yeah.
You know? And my children know that we all have the same fate. We all have to go one day. But cancer allowed me a chance to say goodbye to everybody and spend that time.
Yeah.
And that's the blessing she saw in it. And so it just completely changed she touched my life in such a way that I can never forget her. And she is, like, I choke up every time I think about her. I just know that I've never seen someone face death so boldly, courageously.
Yeah.
And she still wanted to be pretty until the final day being out, you know? That would be me.
Still gotta look good.
It was just so, oh my gosh. But that's the story that
I love
will
that.
ever tattoo on my heart.
That's a wonderful
That is
story.
really good. That was really good, Antonia. That was a good one. I'm glad you shared it.
Yes.
All right, well, we'll go to our next question.
A happier question, please.
Okay, what's one word you'd use to describe the Wigs.com team? If I'd like to go, I saw a bug. I'd like to go first, actually, if possible, and this would be Wigs.com across the board, from our warehouse to our marketing to our social to this team, everyone that works for Wigs.com. And I would say collaborative, actually it's going to be 2 words, and heart-led. So those would be my 2 words.
Those are good.
Anyone else want to add to that? Don't have to. We can go to the next one.
Cohesive. I was gonna say something kind of on the same lines of like, I don't think I really had the words for it, but heart, because you can't work here and not care so deeply. And so you have to be somebody who's very caring, and I think that's what makes Wigs.com go round. So
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
I totally agree.
All right, Sabrina, you're going to go next. What do you love working in customer service for Wigs.com?
You said, what do I love about it?
Working in our department.
I love the fact that we get to engage with everyday people. It's super inspiring because a lot of women are going through probably one of the worst periods, and I'm trying not to cry, one of the worst periods of their life, but it's just like the love and the tenacity that they have and the joy. It just gives us the ability to look beyond life and our problems, and it also inspires us every single day to be the best people that we can be. So we appreciate that, and we love I'm sorry.
We're a very emotional group
No, I
today.
have lashes. Don't make me cry my lashes off.
You got anything, Jade?
I really don't want to cry either.
I just cannot stop crying. I cannot stop crying. That was so good. She did.
One thing
I love that.
that I would love, one thing that I love about our team is our connection. And the reason I say that is because we come to work every day, right? I mean, everybody has to be at work every day. We see each other more than we see our husbands, our kids, our own house. So with our connection that we have us for including Tanya specifically, I think that we all come together as one, and we're so strong, and we have, honestly, it's 5 different mindsets, 5 different personalities, 5 different characteristics, and it's like we all come together as one for either the client, that's either the company, it could be the building in itself, and we will all stand as women, as like we're girls, and that's what I honestly love about us.
I agree. I love that. I love that. All right. How does it feel to be part of someone's personal journey with hair loss or transformation? Anyone have an answer for that?
I can.
Okay.
How does it feel?
Yep.
It feels like God has put me in a place to like be a restorer. You know? Like when you know someone is grieving and something has been taken away from them, and more like not just a restorer but a hope dealer. Like, no, like we're gonna find the perfect style. I'm gonna make sure I get you something that's near to you, and that alone, it empowers, it makes you feel purposeful, and you feel like leaving like, you know what, I did my good deed today. Just like today, I literally converted a woman from being like a dark red until like an Irish red, because she said, I want to go light for the summer. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's returned the cream coffee. And I'm like, no, you need the lighter red. What are you thinking? And she's like, I would never try that color. And she said, wait, let me ask my honey. She asked her husband, y'all. She's like, babe, what do you think about this? And Tonya just showed me this. He said, oh yeah. And literally, she bought the freaking wig, and she's not going to return it because her husband absolutely affirmed my decision. And so I believe on all aspects. Like, you still get to get a woman out of the box. You get her walking outside of her comfort zone. You get her empowered to try something different, you know, to be able to unlock that other side of her, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's just it's so priceless. I hope that answered. I don't even know how I got so far.
That was good. That was good. What inspires you the most in your role? Anyone want to go?
I think it's the clients for me that just really inspires me and keeps me going, because I always wanted to have my job be something that made an impact in other people's lives. And as long as every day I feel like I'm making an impact in someone's life in a positive way and helping them with something, then I know I'm in the right place for me.
That's good.
It's really good.
For me, it's like the wig is the connection, but honestly, it's beyond the hair, because it's really about helping people instill their confidence, because you as your confident self, you then have the ability to show up as the best version of yourself every single day. So I love that I take part in helping people build their confidence back. So
I love that. That's good. All right. What's one thing you wish more customers knew about wigs or wig care? Oh, that's a good one. Jade's like,
You got it. She's gonna go down the list. Her laundry list. She's like, here we go.
she's all, first of all.
Okay. One thing that I do wish that customers knew about when purchasing a wig is that I don't want to get into like expert level specifically, but it is easier to part a wig than you think.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's easier to part a wig than you think. And honestly, I wish that a lot of women that purchases wigs from our website, I know that it's technically hard to know the termination of what you're purchasing, but once you know that termination and once you level down on what wig basically you are wanting to find, know that in regards to whatever cap construction it is specifically, if it is a mono top, it has to be a mono top or hand tied, let's just say that you can be able to part it anywhere. But that part is very, 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 very important with a lot of people, because we all know that most wigs are parted from left to right side. And a lot of people are right to left specifically. So just changing that part is very important, and knowing how to change that part is very important, and it's really easy as well. So
That's good. That's really good. Anyone else?
Yes.
It's a long pass, you guys, every time.
It's always a long pass. So, absolutely everything to Jade's point. But even something so simple as when you get the wig, ladies, you have to finagle that hair back. Some women will get the wig, put it on, and be like, I couldn't control it in the front, so I
Or it
sent it
flops
back.
in my face.
It
flops
face
in my
flops,
face.
you know, and the reality is that it needs a driver. And
That's a good way to put it. That's a
it
good way
needs
to
a
put it.
driver.
That's good.
And because it needs a driver, you know, book the 15-minute try-on consultation so we can help to make sure that we're empowering you to actually wear the unit properly. And also, the Wikipedia on our page is everything. We have an array of videos. Anything that you don't know, you have the ability to find out right from our website. So, you know, I wish more people would just type in that keyword or video on our website so they can get the answer to what they need in the live visual of us washing a wig or us parting the wig or us styling the wig. There's always visual for them all. Okay, so yeah, that's that.
That was good. That was really good. Okay, I'll ask one last question. What does the 25th anniversary of Wigs.com mean to you? And I guess I'll go first. I would say it's a huge milestone because I've seen how far the company has come and how much we've done to make the experience for the client so easy, so comfortable, so it's just customer focused. And I think what Wigs.com does for clients is amazing. I'm one myself. Who wants to go next?
I think it's just a testament to everyone here and how successful Wigs.com is at helping people find things that they're needing, and the impact that we've made. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been around for as long as we have. So just in one word, success.
One word, success. That's good. I think it's inspiring, and the reason why I say that is because you talk to several people a day that have been purchasing with Wigs.com for more than 15 years, and knowing that there are customers that's been along even for that long and they're still around, that says a lot. It means a lot to the company. So I think it's just really inspiring for the company to know that there is obviously it's been a lot of growth, and clients are still around to this day.
That's good.
The 25, honestly, what do we say again? It solidifies the mission and that we've been able to really serve. You know, most online wig retailers, they're ran by numbers, and we run by heart here. And I think that's the difference. And it's an echo chamber from every customer. You guys are number one when it comes to customer service. You guys are just so great. You send the wigs out so fast. I never have issues, and I feel that that's what separates us, because everyone else, it's like competition. It's like, oh, I'm gonna take you down, or I'm gonna be number one. But with our company, it's about, no, how can we give the most top tier in-store experience online? And we have not failed to prove ourselves on that.
That's true.
We have not failed. So shout out to Carlise and everyone in our team for that, because I mean, 25 years is a testament to the yes, to the service that we've actually accomplished.
That's no small feat. So
All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap. So we'll say
Happy 25th